Hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here. Welcome back to Wargame Red Dragon. It's good to have you back. And yeah, so it's a 1v1. 3,000 points, 1,500 points to start. This map looks really fun, doesn't it? It's good to have you here. Raptor, of course, yours truly, versus Kruppruption of the Rat Pack as well. 1v1, usually don't do Rat Pack v Rat Packs, but Krupp kind of wanted to try out some stuff, and so do I. And it's kind of nice to do it with people you know in a 1v1 battle-wise, because, you know, in a destruction map, things can be a little bit different than in a conquest map. But I do like to play both modes. So anyway, if you enjoy what you see here today, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, cheer on Krupp. I hope I'm a good battle, and I hope I'm a victory. And that's kind of what I like to do against some of our newer members who, you know, have watched me for a long time and eventually end up joining the Rat Pack and then want to 1v1 me. I wish them the best of luck, but I still try to kick their ass. So that's the best way to learn, of course, is to get your hands dirty. So let's go ahead and look at what we got to get dirty with. We got the Soviet Union, baby. A slightly modified deck than my previous one. Of course, every major patch makes you go back and try new things and call out new stuff. So, you know, I've added some new things and also took out some old things from this deck. Not too much change, though. Still have the Tor in here, Smirch. By the way, Krupp from Canada will be playing as... Shocking, Canada. Yep. And I'll be playing as the Soviets then to rock and roll. Speaking of rock, I would like to rock with some Rockettes, but Smirch this early. I don't know. I don't even feel like doing that. But anyway, so this map is it feels like a combination of several maps. Feels a little bit like Lilyhammer from Airland Battle. Feels a little bit like Copenhagen in the middle. Feels a little bit like all the maps put together. Really, you can tell Eugen is getting very. They're going nostalgic as well as kind of practical and tactical with their maps. It's nice how they're not super linear or anything like that. But you can rest assured, by the way, Krupp's going to try to do some crap over here. He's going to try to bring choppers around. But anyway, that's it for the intro. Let's get started then, get our units deployed. Of course, most important here will probably be Jot and Ivan on the right, but a call-in on the left is also important as well. We'll try to bring a helicopter to Jot or Ivan and keep it hidden in the back. T-72 will roll to the right, and too bad I don't have command infantry to bring to Gregory. MI8s would be useful at Elena. He will probably bring some very elite infantry, and also I don't have, no Brian in the deck. No Brian Boitano, but that's okay. What you can do with Brian Boitano. So, alright, so anyway, the Tor has been brought up. I don't remember that costing 80. I think it used to cost like 50 something, maybe 30, I don't know, who knows, but I don't remember the old prices. It's time to look into the future. So we got the T-72BU and the T-80A, 140 points on those two. I don't think we're going to have too much problems with tanks, but I do think he's going to swarm with infantry, and at least that's what I would do. And you know, he's gonna play like the Canadians should, which is with speed and with maneuverability and trying to attack everywhere at once with helicopters and everything else they got. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a command helicopter over to, by the way, always put your command helicopters above the forest. I clicked on my tank. That's not so good. But yes, if you put them above forests or bodies of water, they will hover, which gives you the extra advantage. He says, ready when you are, buddy. By the way, they're aware of this weird, like, bold error, so if you're watching this, it's probably been fixed by now. Anyway, I'm going to quickly do, he can just hit the button whenever he wants, but I do appreciate getting the extra time to blab. But no more talk, let's walk the walk. We're going to get out some bucks for the middle. I'm not going to be afraid to face him down. I'm going to bring up some, let's see, I do need some, let's see, BTR 70s could probably streak right up there. I'm hesitant to go towards the middle, and I want to fight him on different terms. So I'm going to actually try to, let's see, maneuver just slightly different from what I'm used to. So I'm going to bring out some recon and also some, let's see, I'm trying to really think of a nice plan here. I'm thinking that he's going to be more maneuverable than me, so he's probably, if I bring a bunch of choppers, I can go to Elena, where he's probably going to napalm and artillery me to death, all the way to just below hell. Not into hell, but just below it. Or he'll spot me over here, and that's why it's always risky to do those helicopter moves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay back kind of with armor and do a little early capturing and try to keep him away from me, and see what we can do. So anyway, we've got air superiority fighters ready. We do have some AA ready. We're going to call out some basic troops to go both directions. So we'll call out 2 groups of 3 to go left, 2 groups of 3 to go right, and defend that defend that command. We will have some Conquerors go into the force at Ivan. Yeah, actually, we'll go up into the, let's see if we can actually get down from here. Yep. We're going to go down then, down the hill, and try to get into the city there. And also bring up some additional support if needed. Actually, we should probably save some for the aircraft. So he's ready when we are. He should have hit that button a long time ago. He gave me a little too much time, I think. Bucks will probably head their way over to Ivan. So here we go. I did forget to leave a command, but oh, that's why, because both these choppers actually meant to leave one behind and capture Gregory later with it. Since I don't have a command jeep necessarily, I was going to bring those choppers up and capture Gregory, and it's actually interesting having these choppers as your stationary command because they're really lightly armored, but they have a huge amount of maneuverability, which is nice. We'll get our Ivans up on station, then turn the radars off on that. You'll never know when the enemy will see you. And we'll get up here to put down our ATGMs. And I don't really want to fight him yet over Elena or Dimitri. There's going to be a lot of Canadians with rifles, and they actually become more powerful when they're in their cabins here. That's where they get a power boost, and also here where they can gather maple syrup from all these pine trees. Yes, I know they're not pine trees, but it's comedic, and that's what you like, and that's why you like, comment, and subscribe, and we hope you do. All right, we're going to go ahead and land back here then with our helicopter. Actually, you know what? Let's bring our helicopter back here, and we'll go with the original plan. I kind of changed it because of me kind of remembering that we have to keep one back at Sheraton. But okay, looks like we got to Gregory with no problems. I thought we would at least see something trying to land over here, but it does take a while for him to get into position. And by the way, he may be slightly intimidated. I mean, you know, I don't want to say anything to that effect, but I mean, I would be if I was playing against somebody who, you know, had played a hell of a lot as much as I have, and that's kind of not a bad thing, to be hesitant and to take a gamble when a gamble might win, and also to be hesitant when you think, you know, you may be outgunned. No shame in that at all. So we're going to capture Ivan and Jot, and we'll have Sheraton, just as he has Fedor, Boris, and Center, except Fedor is more like Gregory. So he is going to focus more on the right, which is why I called out the MI9. And we're going to keep an eye on everything that he's going to try to do in the back. And keep in mind, that's exactly why these troops are here, because we're going to send them into the woods rather than keep them on the line for defense. So we have some bison moving up. And we have some ATGMs ready. We'll put those guys right up in there. BTR-70s are moving up the hill. Oop. Looks like you may have saw us. Damn. I knew something would happen. Alright, time to hide then. That was a recon he probably put in there. Alright, so he's got troops all over Elena, more than likely. Why fight him in the middle when we can just go around the side? Interesting, there's a tunnel here, but no call-out zone at Jot. That would be neat if there was. We'll have our MI9 go up high. We're going to win here with air superiority or tank superiority. Probably not good for us to do infantry. Speaking of infantry, there's the Canadian Airborne. He just blasted through two transports there. See if we can get up there and help finish them off. Alright, time to fight over here then. I didn't know what that unit was. Oh, and there's his transport chopper. So we'll get our command or our recon away from that. There's probably troops sprinting full speed at that helicopter. We actually had Motor Strelicky stand. He backed off, more than likely, or is flanking around the side. Now there's a unit here. There's troops probably all over there. Like I said, he's going to be speedy and be everywhere all at once rather than being somewhere where you can't stop him. And that's going to be a problem because anywhere we go at this point, he's going to try to block us, and that's something we need to be aware of. So I'm going to pull the MI9 back to base to watch at Sheraton for any flanking maneuvers. There could have even been one on the left side. This MI9 is there to prevent that. To prevent any sort of movements around the middle. And unless he gets artillery, he probably won't kill that T-72, so hopefully he doesn't get close with infantry. We have yet to score, but I have yet to see infantry or artillery from the infantry spotting that was going on. He's smart to play it light with light infantry like that, although the airborne aren't necessarily a small investment. We can call out just 4 VDV in tracked transports. It's going to be an interesting battle. It's not even really begun. That was like a border clash. There's more to come. Keep an eye on that mini-map too, by the way. You may see some flashes of blue, and that's a good way, even for if you're looking at the mini-map and a half second of blue flashes on the screen, it's going to be a huge benefit to you because you'll be able to see anything the enemy's trying to flank with. We'll do a nice do we want it cool? Oh, here we go. Is that a recon chopper? No. I don't want to engage it to give away position, though he probably already sees us. So there was the landing party there, those couple of helicopters. And since he has choppers everywhere, he knows exactly what we're doing. So all we need to do now is get picky with him. Now I saw something go into those bushes. Unless it moved, this is horrible recon. Okay, so that's a good reason to bring out our Mi-28s. No, he already sees it. Damn. No, that was that's 80 points that escaped. Damn. Doing a smirch would be a waste of time. Ooh, Chinooks, which means there's infantry around there. So we'll have these 10 motor Strelaki used as the spearhead. Stop and drop should work. There we go. There's a nice 25 transport there. So hopefully we get our points back on that. Aircraft coming in. Beautiful hits from those BMDs. There were the Canadians waiting in the right flank. Go ahead and murder them with the Mi-8s. Pathfinder's coming out of the woods. There he is, everywhere all at once. Weapons are jammed on those. Highlanders are coming up from behind. Freedom fighters up. He's probably actually evacing because of fuel. Oh, he's about to. Doesn't want to engage that last. Interesting how he chased him all the way over there but didn't want to engage. Very interesting. Luckily that last unit just self-destructed. For cloaking. Alright, so it's good now to pull back certain transports and such. Nice Chinook sitting on the road. Gotta move those transports. That'll help the enemy to clear the way. If you don't move your transports, the enemy will move them with machine gun fire. Drop down, keep running those Chinooks over. Oh, he's trying though. He's trying tactics that worked in air-land battle. I mean, I don't blame him. Next thing we want to do is we got some sneaky little rangers up there, so we're gonna go ahead and pop them. Oh, we're heavily invested on this left side. Ooh, and a cargo's escaping. We should go find him. Let's go that way. Ooh. Just off a little bit on that. We're going to call out our MiG for the remainder of the game and keep doing gun runs with that. Is that oh, come on, be supplies. I could probably capture that thing. Oh, he's too close. So what we'll do now is we'll come in from the top of that cargo and try to kill that. And if he wants to come down the hill, we can get him with two T-72As as well. No movement on the right. There could be a big force building there, but luckily we have our T-72 there in a very close position, playing it close, so we could easily retreat if needed. VDV are going to try to go for that cargo then. His toe came out. Pincer move between those units now. Shocking on the man pads. Should have known about that. That's, by the way, why you don't need recon. If you know it's there. All you did was waste the points on it. Raptor, you need to send in recon to ask them if they have intentions to kill you. So we should be able now to outrange him with our ATGMs. And by the way, our AGSs can't see shit, so what's the point? And this is why you attack and not attack move. So we probably won't be able to make up the cost from that aircraft that was killed by the man-pads. Probably won't be able to kill those recon either. But we do have that transport, by the way. I think he just bombed his own troops a little bit. So he's headed by quite a bit. We'll start going ahead and using the Smirch as soon as we can. Well, the VDV look for that cargo unit as well. Now AGSs are going to get right on top of that tow before they even fire. One's gone. Self-destructed. Invisible again. No need for recon, everybody. Okay, he's going to call out his aircraft again. There's the Freedom Fighter, as predicted. It's a lure and skewer. Turn MiG. VDV not even fighting there. BMPT self-destructed. God, if only I had a billion recon, I would have been able to see that. Which is not the case. Alright, well, at least we have the cargo. It's bringing up some tow units. That's nice. Centurion Marksman. Shame. That's dirty play, by the way, destroying your own unit like that just to get the extra points. That's dirty. By the way, it is a pain in the ass to engage those units because you can You basically can't get to them. You can't get up on them without capturing them, and that's where the problem comes in. Just testing his defenses, and I want to see this type of play more often. This is actually working out pretty good for him. Alright, time to start firing the Smirch. So as you can see, what you're going to want to do, and this is a good example, is to have engaged the enemy with the tanks. Worthless on that electric voodoo, though. Why the hell didn't those aircraft break off a minute ago? Unacceptable. I really hate that when you tell a unit to pull back before you evac it, so that way you can get the advantage. And there's the insta-man pads too. Right, so anyway, you know, this deck is made more for precision attacks, and it's not good to, you know, if you lock down in that kind of a fight, yeah. Typical, by the way, of those units to retreat right after, too, by the way. So that's pretty good play. Not good play from my aircraft by any standard, but, and then, you know, the bombing run for the VDV. This is gobble points. This is, that's not good towards the end of the game, by the way, to make risks like that to try to kill extra units. Don't do that, because that freedom fighter could be gone, and or will be gone now. There's plenty of AA around. Yeah, so anyway, sniping play will get you this way. This is what artillery used to do in the game, and now it's just been changed into bombers instead. You may see that those Hornets change targets here in a minute, and you're going to see this Tor get tore up, or the Voodoos. So anyway, with 2 minutes left, he won't make any advances, and there won't be much more aircraft play. So as you can see, wow, the transports and killing of elite infantry with better infantry is something. By the way, the infantry at this very moment not very everything's not very price matched. There's not a lot of good you know, price v price kind of stuff. You see everything kind of hauled ass out of this area, which really they didn't turn off. Oh well. Oh, there actually is an attack going on. I don't like taking the small losses too, by the way, to like misclicks and stuff like that. So that's a little frustrating. The MI8 just disappears. But pretty good. So as I thought, there would be like I said, I would probably only make it to here until the infantry took effect, and vehicles just aren't that good for that. So you never want to fight, you know, the cheap infantry with stuff like that. But that's where the close quarters, you know, these kinds of maps are good with multiple players, because if you've got a more spearheading deck, which, you know, this is meant for speed. If we would have went to the middle, you know, could have been a napalm fight there. And there's no real way to flank around the side. So I, you know, predicted that at the start, that, you know, there would be a large, thin dragnet with elite infantry, you know, razor thin like that, and anything he couldn't finish off, he would just bring in the aircraft. Now, what you know, the Bucks and Tors and everything should have been more effective, especially against some of those aircraft if they were up there. But there you go. Anyway, the game, by the way, had some horrible connection issues, but my God, are they fixed now. Thank God things are a little better. So that's it, I think. We'll just back up out of here and get these MI8s to disable these. And we'll finish off what he's got coming in here. He made a mistake there, though, and overstretched a little bit so he could lose all of his forces just like that. Oh, not enough time. Don't, by the way, don't make last-minute rushes like that with aircraft and stuff. A lot of people do that, and that's how the enemy's going to closen it up to you. So make sure you don't do that. Because that, I mean, you know, if you lose an aircraft towards the end, that could be 100 points. And that could mean the difference between, like, a, you know, just a win and a draw. And other players may reprimand you for it. So that's good. Until next time, we'll see you. Bye. Password Pin Pan Strong.